Alright, so welcome to a new series on my channel of Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe. This is a game I played a lot of in my childhood when I found it on a collection box disc we found. But it's a really fun game, and it's really simple, and it's now free. You can get the open source version. They've updated it and they've fixed a lot of the bugs, and you can get a lot of mods for it. And you can build cool stuff like this. I mean, if you really want to spend this long doing this, I mean, you could do this. Normally, I would have upgraded just to maglevs, but whatever. But let's play a game of this new game. You want that? Let's turn this down. I played a few. Well, spawned a few maps to see what they were like, but this variety distribution apparently makes things very flat if you turn it up too high. It gives you a difference, like gives you flat areas and mountainous areas, so hopefully this will be good. Let's give it a try and see what happens. Right. We are not on an island. We do have water on 3 sides. We have no oil rigs, but they might spawn. This is quite a small map. I don't know how long this is going to take. And this sound is really loud in my ears, so I'm going to have to turn it down. Right, hopefully that's... Well, it's better for me. Hopefully that's still good for you. I mean, it's recorded separately. That doesn't do anything. We'll get used to the fact that... Yeah, so you can see some of the graphics look a bit bad, especially if you zoom in all the way. But it is an old game. It is a good game as well. Yeah, especially at 1080p they start to look a bit bad. Right, the point of this game is you're running a transport company on this map, and your job is to connect places up together so that they'll do stuff. We should have 6 months of the game. The game is not paused. Brilliant. We should have, I think, 6 months before we have competitors start around us. Let's stay at this zoom. Well, probably this zoom level is better. But the first thing to do is look. These 4 are going to all close together. The towns will grow if you provide them with services, such as like bus routes and goods from industries, and you push it industry to industry. And the industries will shut down if you don't take their goods away, so they can't sell them. It's sort of like a whole, not very basic, but a simulation of an entire economic system. But it's great because you get to build trains. If you like the trains in Factorio, this is where train simulation goes obscene, because you have we build a rail, then we build a signal. So that's not a normal signal. You have all these signal types. So you have normal signals, which are just two-sided. I had to remove that one. I haven't played this in a while. There we go, 2-way signals. You can make them one way, either way. And then you have the other types. So this is this is an entry signal. This will be green. Well, it says green as long as there is one or more green exit signals. Otherwise, it shows red. Exit signal is the opposite side of that. So you put basically that on a junction, same as in Factorio with free signals. And this one is the combat signal, which I'm literally just reading. But this is the pre-signals, and then what we have here is path signals, which are kind of how people think, well, how trains do work in the real world, but how people think trains should work in Factorio, where the path signal, what's it do? So it lets them select a path through a network, and then they can use that path. Anyway, and this is a one-way, so they can't go back through it. But the rest this is worth building. If you just build power signals everywhere, things work how you expect, and then you don't have to worry. Now I've got to remember that WASD does not move the map. I think if we set up maybe over here, do you have a bank anywhere? What we need to look at is the world map. Wait, there we go, thank you. No, you can't do that. I'm trying to remember the controls. And you can't use the map, you have to like WASD to, well, not WASD, you have to right click and drag like old games. And again, it is an old game, so that does make sense. Zoom in on this. That's as far as I can zoom in. Let's get the industries up. So here we've got all the industries, and certain industries feed into other industries. So here we've got oil rig, not an oil rig, an oil refinery, and then this is an oil field. I just know from the shape of them, let alone the colours. But basically, you deliver oil from the oil field to the oil rig, oil refinery, you get money. The same thing is with everything else. So you have different chains. Tiny little text down here that you can't see. Okay, well, that's fine. Do a bank. There's a bank in something. What's it called? Where is this? Fuffing Field. Okay. Alright, that's close to our sort of these trains, these spaces. Maybe we'll connect these guys up and then have this bank where you deliver diamonds. That's normally a pretty smart thing to do. It's so close, it might be worth just doing it with cars actually. So let's go to a truck station. If we put it up here, so you've got to take into account like hills. So you don't want to build like that. You don't really want to go uphill if you can avoid it. Up or downhill, for that matter. If you do, you may as well do it. For the most part, the cars, it's kind of easy because cars don't really get affected too badly by hills. Let's get rid of that, although it costs you money to get rid of road. You gotta actually get a refund on rails. Not a full refund, but a refund nonetheless. So we need another one. We need a depot in the centre of this town. Near the bank would help. Well, it wouldn't help, but do is we throw that in there. And then we need a depot for our trucks to get bought at and to get serviced and such. So new vehicle. We need an armoured truck. There we go. Balog armoured truck. 12 bags of diamonds. So let's buy like 2 of those. And you're going to go to here. You're going to get a full load. And you're going to go to Fuffing Field. So Hatboro Market Mines to Fuffing Field Bank. Fuffing Field Central, I suppose. Well, that's actually a thing. There's a way to copy these, but I forget how. Let's sell that. No, I've messed this up. Okay, let's copy another load of money, but let's set this on its way. That guy's going to head off, that guy's going to follow him. And they are down here somewhere. Oh. A bit weird with the thing, because this guy had this set as its main target. The other guy had this one. Yay, so it doesn't celebrate. So you get little news messages down here at the bottom. It's sort of news ticker. My settings might be bad. In fact. Well, we've got to look at the settings, but let's just leave it for now. Between the episodes, I'll have a look to see if I can get the text a bit bigger. For me, it's fine, but if you're watching this on a smaller device or a smaller window, you might have trouble. But yeah, see, it's nothing. Except nothing has nothing. That's not good. Mate. Yeah. What? This has changed a lot since the last time I played it. Unless I'm just seeing it wrong. Yeah, it is popping up there. I guess just because we didn't have a truck here ever yet. It hadn't started delivering us materials to send on. So now we should see some diamonds pop up, maybe? Yes. Diamonds, and this guy's going to stop there, he'll pick them up, he'll drive back. And because we're delivering this mine's diamonds to the bank, this mine, quote unquote, is making money. so it will actually expand its production and it will start producing more materials. Which is good for us because we can send more stuff there then. It looks like we probably actually need 4 trucks if you want to have like a continuous service from here. That's easy to do. Let's just go in here, we'll just do clone vehicle, we'll just clone. Good thing about cars is they are cheap. Because the infrastructure is quite cheap to build. Like you don't have to do anything special here, and you can have as many cars as you like on this until it gridlocks. So that's quite good. When we get onto trains, trains cost a lot more, but they're also a lot better because you have up here somewhere. Ooh, portrait. Yes, that looks exactly like me. Screw it. Let's put our HQ in Fuffingfield. Maybe sort of out of Fuffingfield a bit. What we do want to do is, you notice these guys are having like trouble there, doing some weird stuff. That's because they can't turn around in this station. In the other station they can just change direction. So what we want to do, add that loop there, and then they'll drive around the loop rather than driving or turning around and having to go all the way back again. And that's just going to waste time for them. This is our money. What I want is this guy. There we go. So this is like a little graph you get as the game goes on. Cargo payment rates. So if you see on this map, which is too small to see, there we go. Let's map this graph. Everything you have along the bottom here, you have days in transit, and on here you have a price, and this is per tile. Yeah, payment for delivery. You won't be able to read this. I can hardly read it. Payment for delivering 10 units or 10,000 litres of cargo a distance of 20 squares. So 20 tiles. I don't know how far this distance is. So 1, 2, 3, 4. About 50, 60 tiles. So we're getting double that, but they're going to be in transit, as you can see from down here. The days actually tick by pretty quickly. So if we get rid of this, we can look on a truck, this guy, look at his details. So he's loads of stuff here like reliability and things. Profit is the important one, and you can see that in a big list later on. Well, right now as well, but it's not useful right now. We've only got 4 trucks. So this is the service things where you can do things, but you can see how long it's in transit normally. Or maybe you can't, and I'm making that up. Yeah, you can't see how. Days? Huh, okay, right, well. Now, it's got a value, it's got how much money it's made, and you can see every time we get this truck here, it's going to come in, we'll get unloads, and we get £331. Yeah, just checking trucks are on the right side of the road, the left side of the road, correct side of the road. So £331, so we take off everything apart from diamonds. You can see the best thing here actually is, of all things, is wood to transport, which is interesting. But diamonds, we made 331, but we're taking 12 bags, and this is for 10 units. So we must have taken them at least, well, we're saying 60 tiles, so divided by 3, we're talking about 120, 110 pounds, so it's taking us 160 days, which is not right. I don't know. It scales. The longer it takes you, the less money you get. The further you take it, the more money you get. But as you feed things in, they grow. So this town will start growing. Well, this bank will start growing, which should cause the town to grow as well. But there are more direct routes to take in making towns grow. What's this? You've got a lot of these warning messages that come up. Can't build road here, already built. Some odd things that cause that to happen. Let's actually connect it in here. We'll bring this guy out. Connect him in. And we've got this 3-way sort of situation going. And we can throw in a couple of bus routes. So this blue area around the outside, I'm pointing with my finger, it's not particularly helpful. This blue area outside, the white square is where our station's going to be. The blue area is a catchment area, so that allows us to see what it's covering. So if we built one there, that covers quite a bit, but maybe there would be better. And then we could actually build a second bus stop at this end of the town. But how will that cover? That covers that. So if we cover... I can't build on a flat, on a slope. It would be more worthwhile, we have to go like 2 squares away. I think it would be more worthwhile to build it here than to build it further away. And then the same thing we'll do down here. We'll pick a spot so they can do a loop around this. We'll choose your orientation up here. They can do a loop around this thing. We'll put one there, and then we'll also build an extra bit of road out this end, so that we can do a loop on this end as well more easily. Yeah, come out like that. There we go. Then we're also going to build some bus stops down here. There's one, there's a loop there. I think we could build a loop up there, but how much does that cover? That covers pretty much the whole town, so we'll just leave it at that. I've not even looked at our money, although it's been sitting there staring me in the face. Right, I think 60,000, that would be good. Normally I just build trains straight away, but I'm trying to be a bit more varied. But also having like a good bus route, or a good mail route to begin with, can be really useful for money. Because they can provide you with a lot of cash. They don't really require any maintenance. Is that not a thing? Which... So a button you can hold and it'll... That made it full load, I don't want. Alt? No. I don't know. This must be a setting. There's a lot of settings, and the menus are not. They're good. They're the menus they had in the original game, but some of them could be maybe a little bit better. I had to hold the mouse down and get this menu to come up. So I think I played this for probably 6 months without knowing to get to these menus. It's not longer, to be honest. Game options. No, that's the one to do those things. There's also 2 options menus, which is insane. Construction. Right, I'm not going to keep looking at this. I will look at that in between episodes. That's going to be a bit better. Where's that bus gone? You're a road vehicle. That's nice. So you're going to... Oh, hang on, that's not right. I need to move you up, which I forget how to do. I'll just delete it. Boot build it the easiest way. So it's going to go Fuffingfield Central, come round, go to Fuffingfield South. Right. I said it's going to go to Fuffingfield Central and then go to Fuffingfield South. Okay, it's going to come out here and we're going to go to Pondtown even, sorry. Pondtown Central, come back out. It's going to come down here to Nothing Bridge. Then after Nothing Bridge, it's going to come back to Fuffingfield South. May as well stop in here on the way. Alright, cool. Let's let that go. Actually, let's clone it. Let's have 2 doing that. But we'll send this guy going to Nothing Bridge first. There we go, skip. I remember how this game bloody works. Citizen Accelerate. Subsidy. Oh, subsidy expired. This is the other good thing, is you have these subsidies that come up. So they'll give you an extra bonus of cash. Those are the news messages. They'll give you an extra bonus to the delivery you get for a few years if you set up a route. It's a good way to start. I think we should soon be seeing a competitor start coming up and doing so. I've installed some AIs that hopefully aren't going to be better than me. Hopefully. This rage. You can make these look just into a ticker instead. I probably will change those settings at some point. if it's all been reset. Right, cool. Right, so next thing is to be able. Yeah, we have another diamond mine here, but this one's kind of further away. It's possibly better to actually bring this guy in on a train. There's not a huge amount of space around here to actually build the train. This was a mistake, building this guy. This is a way you can do. Let's not build a train station, that costs a lot of money. Let's build a bus station again. Yes, control, right. No control, so if we remove that, put a new bus station in the whole control, you can select Fuffingfield as its station and set these buses because we've messed them up. Fuffingfield South implicit? I mean implicit. Why would you go there? No, don't go there. You go from there to there. Yeah, I know. Fuffingfield Central doesn't exist. That thing will go away eventually, but what we want to do is we want to insert Fuffingfield. So now these two stations, although they're not connected physically, they're the same station as far as the game is concerned. So we get that, and I need to find the other one. You're going down there, so where's the other bus? Is that you? No, that's you. Right, Central, delete that, and we go to there. Right, here we go. They should be fixed now. Hopefully. But also what we can do is this guy has access to the bank, but we don't really want to have the train station right there. So what we can do is we can kind of cheat a little bit. Well, let's do a little train station. Oh, yeah, little 4 tracks. 4 long. We'll build him. Actually, he's gonna have coverage, but we'll build. Actually, no, let's build it. Build a 2 platform one because we've got this water tower here as well that we can deliver to. We'll build a 2 platform station connected up to Fuffington. Fuffington? Why did we name the town? Because I'm going to keep calling it that. Rename. Fuffington. Right, there we go. Problem solved. So yeah, here's the town thing. So I want to bring it over there so you can see it. You've got population houses, blah blah blah. What it's capable of doing, so it can make 17 passengers and it can make 4 bags of mail. 2 bags of mail now. This does all fluctuate over time. But here you see water required, food required. Town is not growing. So we need to get food and water to this town in order to make it grow. It's actually a difference from the old, the original Transport Tycoon Deluxe, where I think you need to give them goods or passengers or something for them to grow. And they would grow. This makes more sense that you need to deliver them, food, and then they're in the desert, so you need to deliver them water. But we can do that. These are rubber trees, so these are useless. That scroll was too quick. Yay, fast bus. Right now, we're actually going to focus on building this train instead. So, that's what we can do. Actually do a 2 platform train here. You only have to have one square over the industry, so that would actually have the catchment area. What we can do is we can build this station here, where we have almost complete coverage of the town. The one closer region, there we go. And we'll build a railway line from here. We want to try and avoid going up and down hills. It's not so bad for road vehicles, but once you start using trains, we really don't like going up and down hills. So it's actually better to spend more money building a railway and have it not go up and down hills, you'll save money in the long term. I'll actually bring it down like that. And we'll bring it into this. Just like that. And then of course, same as with these guys, you need a depot. And then we need a new vehicle. So we might have to borrow some money for this. Because trains are expensive. We've already spent a load of money just building that. 16,000 on the train. And what we'll do is you can run, you don't have to, like with buses and trucks, you have to have separate stations. But with trains, you can have one station that does both. In fact, you can have one vehicle that does both. So we'll buy, this is 4 long, so it fits, each train car is like half of a block. Normally, there are some other trains that make that different, but half block, so we can have 8, including the train, so 7 carriages. So we'll have 4 of those, and we'll have 1 of those. We'll make this train short, it's not a problem. And you want you to go to, yeah, there we go. He's going to go between these 2 phases. And with a passenger train, you don't want to set, generally you don't want to set like full load or unload. Unload you can do, but full load you generally don't want to do because they will just sit there. They take ages to get passengers, and the passengers aren't particularly valuable, and they don't really help. Where is it? Cargo payment rates. If I bring up passengers, passengers drop off very quickly in price, and mail, I think, not as bad. It's actually pretty much the same as all the rest. But passengers are quite low value, and they're not thing, but they do give. They make towns like you doing this, which is important. It's another thing, like a geopolitical landscape, kind of. If a town doesn't like you, they won't let you build in their town or in their town limits. So like each town has a limit. So these gold mines, this is Hatborough, which is there, and this one is Trenston. But this one will be, yeah, Trenston's. So Trenston can't have another rubber plant, I don't think, if I'm right, no matter where it's put. But if towns don't like you, they won't let you build, and that can be quite a big area. Yeah, they don't let you build, and you've got to pay them to make them like you. So now what we have is we have this train here going back and forth, and he's fine. But we want to get some diamonds. That's why I built the train station here, so we have more diamonds. We actually want to have. It's the wrong place. It costs me a bit of money. Control, yeah, control delete. So you get some money back when you delete track. Right. So we want to get some of this. The problem we're going to have is that we have 2 trains running on 1 piece of track. So if we were to buy a train, which is going to require that we take out a loan, or take out more of a loan. So let's borrow another 50k. Enough. Right, we want to move diamonds, so we'll go down here, we'll find diamonds. Armoured van, there we go. So we can carry 20 in there. We'll buy. How much do you make? You make 49. We'll have 4. And now. Ideally, you want to have like the same length as the platform, but. Now you should be able to see a problem here. And that problem is that we have 1 train on 1 track, and the other train is just going to sit here indefinitely because he can't access this track while there's another train on it. So until this train goes into the depot, this one won't be able to go out. And once this one's in, this one will come out, and then he won't be able to come out. So to solve that, obviously the other problem is we can't have them both at stations together. So out here, what we'll do is we'll have that, and we'll have to do that. And then we'll use some signals. Yeah, paths, fine. So these will let them in. They can go in through these, and it's just out I'll have issues with. This guy actually has an inherent path signal, and so what happens is this train path into this platform, So this one was able to go through this square because it wouldn't interfere with this one's route. There is actually an option to turn that on. I'd like it on anyway, so I'll turn it on in between the episodes. I think I've played on this machine, so I'm surprised all my settings are missing. But you see this guy is sitting there 8%. Yeah, this guy has... well, he has quite a few passengers and quite a bit of mail, actually, surprisingly. But he's not at capacity, he's only at like half capacity. Percentage... no. That's a weird song in the background. Some of the music in this is a bit weird. Yeah, there's the capacity. So he had 40 passengers in each wagon, 30 bags of mail. He doesn't have anywhere near that, which is why you don't want to sit and wait for that to go. Also, this guy's going to sit here now, but even once he gets going, he's not going to get through this track. Because this guy is going to be in the way. We don't want to waste time, so we'll build a little bit of extra track. And then put down some more signals. Just click again to move into that side. It doesn't cost any money to do that. It costs money to place them and remove them. And that will let the train go across there. But we will fall into another problem at some point, which we'll have to deal with then. So might as well leave the problems in, even though I know the solutions. So now we've got diamonds coming in. Once this guy... actually, what is important is... it's actually a good idea when you first start up a route like this, instead of having them sitting there doing nothing, it's not actually so bad now, is get them to pick up something and send them on their way, even if there's nothing in their cargo. Because what can happen is because it's not getting anything delivered, it will actually shut down as your train is sitting there waiting loading, which is not useful. But now if you actually have to get something delivered, if I remember rightly, before it will count as active, and that will stop it from shutting down for a period of time, and then you should be fine to just leave it. But this guy's going to make a significant amount of money. We've been making £330. This guy's going to make, even though it's only 60% load, he's going to make us £1,800. Much better. Especially this bus, £14. But you will see this bus is probably as profitable. Yeah, made profit this year. So that's good. Speaking of year, do we not have a competitor? We don't. Why don't we have a competitor? AI. Oh, this has gone to 0 again. Okay, let's ramp that up to 6. Let's have 6 in total with us as well. So that should cause some... I think that should cause some AIs to spawn. Might take a minute. It'll tell us when they spawn. Yeah, Transden Bay. We've got some stuff sitting waiting. This guy's even made it back yet, right? Yeah, he's already got 40. And he's got a capacity of 20 a wagon, I think it was. Yeah, so I mean, 2 of his wagons are already full, sitting waiting. So the best scenario you want is you want your train to turn up, load, and leave. So it's always moving, which means it's maximum amount of profit. There's no downtime for it. There's only the required downtime of actually moving the thing. Okay, so we want... It's a fruit plantation. This is a food factory. Right? Yeah, food processing plant. Is that the best one for us? It probably is. I'm just playing. I'm not even looking at the timer. Right, let's call it there. We are, I think, in the black. How much did we make? Yeah, we made £1,000 this year, so we are earning money. But if we look at how much we spent on construction and new vehicles, so that's like 70-odd thousand, 75,000 there, 74,000, or 72,000 as it actually reads, and we made minus 71. So we made a little bit of money, but then a lot of income hadn't happened yet. So now we should have a lot higher income. It looks like it's going up. Well, you always have a loss at the beginning because you've got to build stuff in the first place. You've got to invest capital in the first place to be able to make money. You've got to spend money to make money. Anyway, that's what we have for this episode. Next episode, we're going to hook up like some fruit or some. We've got a farm here, farm. So we'll 108 tons of maize. Perfect. We'll send that across to this guy, and then we'll send the food from here into here. Yeah, should work. Alright, cool. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.